Hi, this is Peak Profit reporting to you from Franklin, Tennessee at the Farmers Market, which has been gaining in popularity and strength here. I want to give you a quick tour to show you some of the farms, some of the produce that we're seeing, and let you take a look and see how this all works. You can see that there are a fair number of different farms here with stuff. This is a pretty small community, so luckily the farmers don't have to drive a long way to bring their crops to this market. Other markets, especially the one in Nashville downtown, is suffering really badly. In fact, there aren't any organic farmers that I'm aware of at the Nashville Farmers Market. What farm do you represent here at the Farmers Market?
The Hungry Gnome Farm in White Street, Tennessee.
Wonderful. And how far do you have to drive here to come to the market?
It's about 30 miles.
Wow. So when gas price goes up, it actually eats into your ability to make a profit at the market.
Sure does.
Wow. So how do you see the future of organic farming, locally grown farming, as price of gas goes up?
Well, I think it's going to be, people are going to be more interested in getting their food from local farmers, realizing that the average food mile in America is 1,200 miles. So people are going to want to get their food from their local farmers, I hope.
Hopefully, yeah. Hi.
Doing a food documentary.
I'm talking about sustainable agriculture. So one of the things that I've really worried about is that if gas reaches a point where it becomes unprofitable to make it to the market. I mean, have you guys thought about that? If, like, for example, there are shortages or...
Well, one thing we're considering, what we're actually doing is, our farm is in North Davidson County, which is on the other side of Nashville, so we're actually starting a market over there also.
Wow, so you're starting your own market?
Yeah, and that will be 1 mile from our home. So the food mile there will be 1 mile.
1 mile, wow.
And we have 4 organic growers over in that area already.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great. So are you encouraging people to buy locally as well, or to grow locally as well? Or?
Grow locally and buy locally, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think over time, the average food mile is going to get smaller and smaller and smaller. And hopefully there'll be a farmer's market in North Davidson County, South Davidson County, in your neighborhood, within walking distance.
I hope so. Well, thank you both so much for your time. What farm do you represent here at the Farmers Market?
We're at Delvin Farms.
Delvin Farms, okay.
College Mill, Tennessee.
College Mill. And how far away is that from the market here?
It's about 15 miles.
15 miles? So not too far.
Yeah.
As you've noticed the price of gas going up, how has that affected your ability to remain profitable at the market?
Well, we have a large farm, so we have a lot of large equipment too, and so we spend about $3,000, maybe $4,000 a year in diesel fuel.
Wow.
So, you know, if it goes up another buck, it's going to be about 25% more. So, it does cut into your profit, but I mean, also the trucks. We have the trucks that, you know, we're filling those up with diesel. We go to about 3 markets across Nashville. So, you know, as far as profitable, I mean, remain profitable, just less, I guess. But
do you have
it's going to cost us about an extra maybe about $2,000 a year, I think.
Wow. So, do you have to put that price into the food then, or how does that work?
We haven't. In fact, you know, I was talking to my parents. You know, we talked about maybe raising our prices, but I'd like to keep the prices the same this year because it's a small percentage. I mean, labor. I mean, I may spend $100,000 in labor over the year, so fuel is a small part of our overall expenses.
So, for sustainable agriculture, like what you're doing, it seems like that you're a little more insulated from the oil shock because you're basically more labor intensive as opposed to chemical or fertilizer or petroleum.
Growing organically too, you're using a lot less petroleum products. If I were growing row crops or something, the price of the fuel affects both by fuel and running the equipment as well as the fertilizer. And if you're putting about 200 or 300 pounds per acre of fertilizer, those all go up 25-30% as well. So, people using chemical fertilizer is going to be hit a lot harder. And us growing organically, we don't use a lot of that. So, really, we're only talking about the cost of fuel to run the equipment.
That's great. Well, thank you so much.
All right, well, thank you.
This has been Pete Profit reporting to you from the Franklin, Tennessee Farmers Market, and we've heard some really good stuff from the local growers here, and hopefully we'll be able to see this continue and grow, and we'll have more localization of agriculture, because I really do believe that is the answer. So, this is Pete Profit out.